Why frustrated arson? The advocates of this side of the argument have jurisprudence to support. Below are the arguments of the advocates with their corresponding support. So, unahin natin si retired Associate Justice Florence D. Regalado, citing U.S. versus Valdez, 39 Philippines 240. If the rags were set afire in order to burn the building, but no part thereof was burned, the crime is frustrated. Kung tingnan natin dito, merong sunog. Pero in-emphasize ni Justice Flores de Regalado na wala pang part sa bahay ang nasusunog. While there is burning, wala pang part sa bahay ang nasunog. The crime is frustrated. So, ibig sabihin, sa kanya, there is frustrated arson. Kunin natin ang statement ni retired Chief Justice Ramon C. Aquino and retired Associate Justice Carolina C. Grino Aquino. The fact of having set fire to some rags and jute sacks soaked in kerosene oil and placed near the partition of the entresol of an inhabited house should not be qualified as consummated arson, inasmuch as no part of the house had begun to burn, although the fire would have started in the said partition had it not been extinguished on time. So dito, kinuha ang statement na to sa U.S. versus Valdez case. So, ang nangyari sa U.S. Valdez, ang nasunog ay rags lang and jute sacks na nilagyan ng kerosene oil. So, wala pang part sa bahay ang nasunog. So, merong burning. Pero, inasmuch as no part of the house had begun to burn, although the fire would have started in the said partition, had it not been extinguished on fire. Kasi dito, nahuli, nalaman kaagad na may-ari na meron na susunog na rags and jute sacks. So, wala pang part sa bahay na nasusunog. Wala pang partition na nasusunog. Na apula kaagad ang burning na rags and jute sacks. At meron ng burning, hindi siya matawag na consummated arson, kundi frustrated arson. Retired Associate Justice Luis B. Reyes. The fact of having set fire to some rags and jute sacks soaked in kerosene oil and placing them near the wooden partition of the house should not be qualified as consummated arson, inasmuch as no part of the house began to burn. It is only frustrated arson. Ganun lang din sa sinasabi kanina ni na Justices Aquino. Reyes also cited Valdez case. He made a clear-cut division between frustrated and consummated arson. Thus he stated, if there was a blaze but no part of the house is burned, the crime of arson is frustrated. If any part of the house, no matter how small, is burned, the crime of arson is consummated. So, ang importanteng bagay pala maintindihan natin para merong consummated arson or only frustrated arson. Sa consummated arson, dapat may nasusunog na parte ng bahay. Pag may burning lang pero wala pang parte ng bahay ang nasusunog, that is only frustrated. So that is why sabi diya, if there was a blaze but no part of the house is burned, the crime of arson is frustrated. In San Beda College of Law 2014 Centralized Bar Operations, the stages of execution of arson are set out in a table whereby the boundary line of the three stages is clearly enunciated. So it is consummated arson if any part of the building is burned, even if only a small portion. It is frustrated arson if the tools used alone are on fire, or furniture or thing not attached to the building is on fire. And it is attempted arson if the tools to be used for committing the crime are in the building. So, malinaw dito sa San Beda College of Law 2014 Centralized Bar Operations na merong frustrated arson. So, kung bigyan natin ng pansin, sa consummated arson, merong burning and then any part of the building is burned. Pero sa frustrated arson, merong burning pero tools which are used in burning the house are on fire. These tools alone are on fire. Or furniture lang ang nasusunog. Or isang bagay na hindi naka-attach sa building ang nasusunog. Pero pag ang nasusunog ay one that is attached to the building, such as yung air condition unit, nasunog yan, naka-attach yan sa building, then that is no longer under the area of frustrated arson. It is already consummated arson, considering na ang air-conditioned unit ay naka-attach sa building. Having considered the arguments of both parties, it is up to the reader to decide which of the two sides presents a tenable position. Now, in the light of all this controversy, what does Attorney Gabao, the chairman of the Board of Criminology, say about the controversy? When asked by this humble representation, where do you stand in the most controversial issue on whether or not there is frustrated arson? Justices Reyes, Sandoval, Aquino hold there is frustrated arson. The San Beda Bar Reviewer also hold the same thing. However, UP Ateneo Bar Review and Board hold there is no frustrated arson. This is the answer of Attorney Gabao. I go with the opinion that there is frustrated arson.